Hello and welcome back to Shutterdrives. We are here in this beautiful location in Lonavala with a brand new car from Volvo Cars India, the C40 Recharge. Volvo has had a very successful year last year with the biggest pie in the luxury EV space in India, which is a very important thing. Let's get started with the car. The front design is heavily inspired by the Volvo XC40 Recharge. You have the blocked out grille, which is of course then the EV of Volvo right there. Thor inspired DRL from Volvo, keeping its traditions. But what's interesting is you have something called as pixel technology headlamps. There are 84 different pixels in each of the headlamps, and based on the road conditions, the intensity of the headlamps either increase or decrease. They also help in not blinding the oncoming drivers, which is in line with the principles of Volvo in terms of road safety. You have the front parking sensors, and there's a fog lamp, which is of course LED. You have 19-inch alloys, and the tires are sourced from Pirelli. These are low roll resistance tires, specially made for EV and not for ICE engine cars. They also help in increase the range of this car by 8%, which is very crucial. The shoulder line of the car is very exciting. It has the sport back design, which makes it look very sporty at the same time, especially in this red color. There are other 5 color options available in this car. You have request sensors. You don't find it visibly enough, but you can actually just touch your finger here to open the doors. The reason you have the Recharge twin badging here is because of the twin motor in this car, which has a 40-60 split. 60% of the power goes to the rear motor and the 40% goes to the front motor. Apart from that, you of course have a super high quality rear camera and a couple of parking sensors to aid you in your parking needs. There's no rear wiper in the C40 Recharge because you don't need one. Since this is completely sloping in design, the water will never stand still there. You have 2 spoilers in the C40 Recharge. Not just it enhances the high speed stability and it improves the aerodynamics, but it also helps in increasing the range of the car by 4%. It's going to be very helpful. You have the shark fin antenna there, and you have something called as hello and goodbye tail lamps. Once you turn on the car, you can see a dynamic swipe of the tail lamps from bottom to top, and when you switch off the car, you can see the dynamic swipe from top to down. Tailgate is electrically openable, and what's interesting is you have 413 liters of boot space in the C40. However, the XC40 got 452 liters of boot space. This is owing to the sport back like design, which has resulted in compromise of boot space. There is a spare tire here, however it's not an alloy. Hooks here and there just in case you want to store a knick-knack. The car has a 83 kWh battery, but what's interesting is there is a DC fast charging available up to 150 kilowatts, which means that the car can be charged from 0 to 100% in just 27 minutes. So the interiors are very special because they're made up of recycled plastic, some elements from the forest, and used wine bottles cork. You have the lovely steering wheel here. You have the stacks, which feel very nice, and they're of extremely durable quality. Even the buttons are of extremely durable quality in the C40 Recharge. But Volvo actually decided to omit the start-stop button completely from this car. You can just slot the car to the drive mode from the gear shift selector and just tap on the accelerator pedal to resume. 10.25-inch infotainment system here, which is very nice to operate. You get built-in Google Maps in the Volvo C40 Recharge, which means that you can leave your phone at home and still use the maps. You can directly do it from the inbuilt system here, and Volvo says that the data pack is free for 5 full years. You also have a PM 2.5 air purifier here, which is going to be very helpful in cities like Delhi and Bombay, which are prone to air pollution. Apple CarPlay, and this is how you can connect your phone for Bluetooth and various other functions. There are plethora of controls when it comes to the car and driving, because this car is not just equipped with ADAS 2 but also ADAS 3.0 with loads and loads of ADAS enabled functions. You can also see the charging status of your car here. You can actually set what should be the limit for the current so that the charger does not burn out. So this is a wireless charger, 2-load charging circuit here, type C here, and this is the probably key holder, couple of cup holders here, and this is the drive mode selector. What's cooler is there is actually a trash bin inside the car. This is the storage space under the front center armrest. The driver's seat gets 2 memory functions, however the co-driver does not get. You have a 13 speaker 600 watt Harman Kardon music system in the car, which sounds phenomenal. There's also a dedicated ticket holder. You get rear AC vents. There's ample legroom here, good amount of headroom. Even the under thigh support is there. In fact, the front seats have a special extender for the under thigh support. The seats are not completely upright, they're pretty comfortable, but they're slightly hard. You have a rear center armrest with 2 cup holders. There's a huge transmission tunnel here. The reason being this platform is shared with the Volvo XC40. Huge fixed glass roof, which is inspired from Tesla, and it has 99.5% UV protection and infrared protection. Surprisingly, it does not open. Another nice thing here is both driver and co-driver get electric seats. Talking about the driving position in general, it's pretty commanding. You can see the complete bonnet end to end from the left to right. The handling of the car is really nice, and we're actually driving in the ghats of Lonavala. The biggest reason is the center of gravity of this car, because the battery pack, the heavy battery pack, is placed lower. The center of gravity is very good, which essentially means that it's going to help in handling. You do not get driving modes in this car, which is shocking because most of the cars, in fact most of the luxury cars especially, have driving modes. I think this is something that Volvo could have taken care of. नहीं तो customers को ऐसा लगेगा कि यार इस गाड़ी में driving modes नहीं है when most of the other cars are offering it. The braking is provided by all 4 disc brakes in the car. The brakes are not at all spongy and they offer excellent bite. So there is something called as one pedal mode, which essentially means that without using the brake at all, you can just use the accelerator to control the crawling speed of the C40 Recharge. Once you take your foot off the accelerator, the car automatically starts to slow and it comes to a standstill, which is going to be super duper helpful in peak traffic conditions like Bangalore. So in a nutshell, the Volvo C40 Recharge ticks most of the boxes in case you are shopping for a luxury EV. Firstly, it has got a lot of quirky features. More importantly, it's super safe with a 5-star Euro NCAP and Global NCAP rating. It has a healthy range of 560 kilometers, which is of course the claimed range. Real world should settle down to around 400 kilometers easily. But just like every other car, there are a couple of shortcomings. For example, this car is strictly for 4 adults and having a 5th person inside is going to be a slight squeeze. If you guys like the video, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Instagram. Take care and drive safe.